Hey guys, today is March 24th. I am fully loaded, well, 77,000 pounds, so you know, about 44,000 pounds worth of cheese. So in case anybody wants to know how long does it take for a truck to get rolling up to speed with that much, that much weight. God damn you, cat. Jumps on my lap, that bumps the steering wheel. That much weight. I'm only at 55 right now. We'll be going up to 65. It takes a bit. Truck in front of me is going 64. Yeah, and then we're pretty much 64. But we are in California on the 58. And this is SoCal. So we're heading towards Barstow. In California, this is pretty much what California looks like. Southern Cal, at least. NorCal is a lot more hilly, a lot more rolling hills. Definitely more green, a lot more green. Down here though, pretty much mid to SoCal. Right in the middle it starts transitioning, going half and half, but here it's desert. A lot of sage. Fun fact about sagebrush. That's the #1 place you'll find ticks. So if you're ever out in the desert too, you gotta worry about rattlesnakes too out in the sagebrush underneath them. So that's where they like to hide. But I picked this load up. It was supposed to pick up tomorrow. Well, this afternoon / tonight. About 15:30 is when I was told it was gonna be ready. I weren't supposed to be ready by the actual place. And I got there because I was told it was gonna be preloaded. I didn't catch a date. What do you want, cat? Hi, cat. But I got there, and once I found out it wasn't ready, I was like, any chance you can get me in? I'm here. And I got there like midnight, and they were 3.5 hours later of getting loaded. So I was at the door almost 12 hours earlier than I should have been, which I'm not gonna complain about. Right now though, we're heading over right outside Detroit, northwest corner, outskirts of Detroit, just north of Ann Arbor. But I only have like 30 hours left. I don't get recaps for a bit. I think I get 3 days I get a recap. I have to go 2,500 miles, so I can get almost there in 3 days. I can usually get 2,200 miles, close to that. But then I'll still be like 200 miles shy. Downside is, even though I was loaded early, I'm not gonna get very far today because I've already been up for 12 hours. So I'll get to like Lake Havasu, get fuel, and then shut down there. I'm not going to 70. That's gonna eat a lot of fuel. So what I'm gonna do is I'll end up going. Yeah, sun's rising too, which is gonna suck. But I'll end up going the 40, and then cutting up through, pretty much slicing through like 4 different states. Well, slicing up from New Mexico into Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, going up into Kansas City, St. Louis, and then straight up that way. Ugh. Cat's on my lap. Don't know if you can see that. He likes to lay on my lap though when I'm driving. So the seat's not as wide as a Kenworth seat, so he has to be really careful about when I hit bumps or whatever. He kind of like holds on when I hit bumps, because he will almost fall off, which is kind of funny. So often I gotta scoot him up that he didn't fall. Doesn't help too. He's a fatty. So he's getting bigger. But I had 3 really good weeks, and then I had a down week. So this week's gonna hurt. For I'm not gonna have any money this week. That if I didn't have to do a reset, I would get this trip. Well, this trip is up there as much as possible, and see if I can either drop it, or like drop it and grab another load, or if I could just have it rescheduled earlier. That's the benefit of running hard, is I'm able to usually get out from under the shittier loads. This one's not too bad. I usually avoid multiple stop loads, but this load is 2-stop load. The only reason why I'm taking it is because they're literally right next to each other. And when I say that, they're like 700 feet apart, the buildings are. And there's parking on the street. Because the first one's 6 a.m. to, it looks like a first come first serve, but 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then the next one's at noon. So the second stop's gonna suck, but at least I can literally just leave and pull out, and I'm right there, have somewhere to sleep. But on the bright side, oh, this sun's gonna suck. On the bright side though is oh, what was I getting at? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like 2,500 miles. Yeah, pretty much 2,500 miles, and it's not gonna cost me as much per week for fuel that week, because I'm sacrificing this week because this week only had 1,700 miles because I took 4 days off. I needed a breather after running hard for pretty much the last 3 months, and I decided to take 4 days off when I had a reset coming up. So reset plus 2 more days. Yeah, that sun's gonna suck. Anytime you're exhausted, that's like, and you gotta drive into the sun with no sunglasses. I'm not usually. I need to invest in a pair of sunglasses. Well, prescription glasses that are like polarized or something. Cause I hate this time of the year with the sun. Especially for some reason, the sun gives me migraines. So, that's one thing I noticed when I was driving days. Is the longer I drove during the day, I'd get like a migraine right to my eyeballs. Even if the sun wasn't sitting on me, it was just daylight. But yeah, it's been a pretty busy, 4 week, well, last month and a half. Not this week I'm finishing up, but previous weeks I'd done like 11,000 miles in 3 weeks. So I moved. Like last week was 3,800 miles. Before that was like 33, and then I don't remember what the first one was. But there's over 7,000 miles in 2 weeks. Yeah, good old Cali. I hate this state. Ooh, sun relief. Thank you, Hill. Thank you. The only real bright side about Cali is, even though I'm pretty much not fully loaded, but I am up there in weight. I mean, I'm only 3,000 pounds, 3,000 away from being fully loaded. Is with Cali being sea level, diesels like not having to work hard for the air. So the lower elevation states, when they're not having to work hard for the air, they're not being choked out. You know, with the thinner air and all that. The MPG is better down here. So like, that's why the South is great. California's alright for the most part. It's pretty good for the most part. Florida's great. Nebraska, though, is one of those states that is up there in elevation because it's relatively flat. That's pretty good, though, too. To put this in perspective, okay, so like, when your truck's full, the modern truck, so 200 gallons, you know, the modern truck can expect to go in from 12 to 1,500 miles on a tank average. That's the average range it will do. I know that's not how averages work, but that's the average range, 12 to 1,500. Well, if you're gonna go from Salt Lake to Denver on I-70, that's not you know, that's only a 10-hour drive. It's only like, I remember it's like 700 miles total, 650, somewhere 600, somewhere in that range. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've done it. Like, I used to do that every day. But God, my eyeballs. But no, that pretty much would suck you dry. You would have to get fuel. It'd put you down to like below quarter tank just doing that, because it's the mountain climbing. Like, you're climbing for like 2 hours. And I'm assuming you're like the same weight, because like that dedicated route was Costco, and you were always for heavy. Like, it was rare that you ever went over to Denver under 40,000 pounds. And it was like once or twice every few months. Usually you're 40 to 43. Because you're going to actual grocery store. You're going to actual stores. So you're stocking you're going from the DC to the actual store. So you're stocking them up. Denver is, I don't know, like, Denver's getting his own DC, so I don't know when that's supposed to be done. Supposed to be going home though after this trip. Supposed to. I need to get home before the 15th because I still gotta do my taxes. I just had to wait for all my W-2s and make sure everybody, you know, everything was sorted and set up. But yeah, that's you know, the next load. There was a Walmart load between Walmart to Walmart that between this load and the last one, but you're only gonna get to see the pickup. You're not gonna get to see the delivery, because when I went to delivery, I was exhausted. I didn't. It took just the energy it took and required to just get out, because it was just drop and hook. It literally was a grab from the yard, take it there and drop it, grab it, empty, leave. But just the effort of getting out of the truck, unhooking it, I was already exhausted. It was just, that just took too much effort, let alone putting a camera on my head. It wasn't like, not like it was like ugly bag. Today, picking up this load, I did 2 bags. So I had to back into like where I would drop a trailer if I was dropping a trailer. And while I wait, but so I backed in there and waited. That back up was perfect. And then the docks had a ton of room. It was a straight line back. I screwed up the setup, so I had to go up. I had to pull away from the dock further up to fix it, which is fine. But I like, see, for some reason I just can't I can't set up for straight backs. I just can't. I don't know what's with it. Like, I think I'm just like pulling pulling up too late is what I think it is. Turning to pull up just a little too late. I'm so used to doing 45s and slight offsets of that. That's like, I don't even remember how to do a straight line setup. It just feels weird. I'm like non-stop second guessing myself. See, I want to put this down. If I do that, I'm blocking. You're gonna look at that. Yeah, guys, that's what you're gonna look at. Now, I think I'm hauling big blocks of cheese. I saw things that like 6-pound blocks and stuff like that, which is a lot of fucking cheese. 6 pounds? That's gotta be like that. I think that, I don't know what that's for. Restaurants? I don't know where you'd send 6 pounds of 6-pound blocks of cheese to. It's only 21 pallets. Yeah, I was looking at the bills, and it was like 6 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds. I was like, God damn, that's a lot of fucking cheese. And I love cheese, especially if it's cheddar. I will put myself through pain later to enjoy a shit ton of cheese. Hell, when I bake a pizza in the oven, I'll put some cheddar cheese on it myself. And I'm not talking about a little bit like this. I'm talking about like, psh, you're just pouring it all over, you know? A good old inch thick of just cheddar cheese. I love cheese. I love it. Yeah, let's see. What am I getting for MPG right now? Well, slightly downhill, but climbing up through. I forgot the name of that place. Chappie or whatever that fucking pass is back there. I know something Chappie. Yeah, I dropped down to 7.3 from 7.4, and I'm already back up to 7.4. See, that's what's good thing about Cali. It's like once you get out of the elevations area and you're able to just roll even heavy, it doesn't care. It doesn't. And there, I guess I'll catch you on the flip side to where I get, well, if I'm actually able to complete this trip. They may pull it off me when I need to do a reset, cause I'll get close and have to do a reset. Unless I get a recap. If I just need 1 day of recap, half a day, that's all I need. Cause 200 miles is 3.5 hours. But I will catch you guys hopefully, on delivery. If not, just on the next load. So hey, you guys stay safe out there. Bye.